Okay. Amitabho, everyone. Welcome. I'm gonna wait for a minute or two for people to join. But welcome. Oh, I have this also interesting feature on my. I'm doing this on my phone too. So hold on. Come on. There we go. Tracking feature on my tripod so that my phone follows me, which is kind of cool. I just got that today. Anyway, guys, we're going to do some training and followed by some Q&A. For my followers on TikTok, you're welcome to train with me here, but it might be easier, depending on your situation, to watch it on a bigger screen. So I'm also doing this on YouTube. People on TikTok, you can go to my YouTube channel, which is in my link in bio. But anyway, let's start. So I have some music playing. Hopefully I don't get flagged. This is my first time doing this, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to try and not use the computer for any reason. So if you have questions, just drop them in the chat and I'll get to them later. But this is really we're just training, and you can follow me. Let's go. All right, so we'll start with bowing. Typically, that's how we start every class. So if you don't know what Amitabho means, that's the way the shaolin disciples greet each other. It basically means merciful Buddha, blessings from Buddha. It doesn't have to be a religious thing for you. Just bow and say Amitabho. Part of the culture. Together, we're going to do 3 times. Their thumbs together. Rotate. Right hands. What day is it today? Happy Sunday. Amitabho. Repeat after me. Happy training. Amitabho. Take one simple breath here. Training today is more external. So we're not going to focus too much on connecting with our dantian and what's happening with our qi internally. This is more about just aerobic exercise. However, we're going to take 1 second here just to ground into our dantian, kind of just center ourselves, feel our own body. Take some deep breaths. Okay. So usually we'll start with running. You can do jumping jacks, something in place, high knees. I'm gonna do high knees. Or if you want, you can run around, but depending on your space. Let's get into it. I'm gonna do 100 times.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate.
Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit.
4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 30. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Okay. Breathing. I'm going to do 20 push-ups. When you do this, you're going to look side to side each time you do it. And each time you do a push-up. So it's like you're putting your ear towards the floor. Try your best to go 90-degree angle or even touch your chest to the ground if you can. Should be a little challenging. Okay? If you can't do a push-up fully, do it on your knees. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 10. 2, 3, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Next is exercise. Reach your toes. It's 95% conditioning your body, because if your body is not strong and light, then the other parts of training are a little more difficult. Okay, so you need to be agile, and doing all of this conditioning helps with that. So next we're going to do swim kicks for our abs, 30 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. We'll do 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Okay. Relax for a second. Breathe. Now, top and bottom, switching to that 50 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 50. Breathing. Okay. seconds from now. Seconds. Let's do it. So next thing we're gonna do, try your best to get into a deep squat. Hold on to your toes. Warm up your ankles. That's 3. Let's do 20 times. Count and Joe. Alright, now we're going to warm up our stances before we get into some of the other movement. So you can use a timer on your own time. Sometimes you don't have technology. If we're thinking about this like ancient times, they didn't have a clock, they didn't have a stopwatch or a timer. So what we're going to do is we're just going to count to 100 in each of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 61, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 91, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. Okay, breathe. Okay, try your best to count with me also, because you need to learn how to project your voice. If you ever see the monks perform, they're screaming, right? A lot of beginners, they hold their breath. So it's good to count, learn to expel your breath with your movement. Next is pugu. You can't go all the way down. I also like to stay at a position where it's nice for me to use my quad instead of just falling into my hands. So 100 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, breathe. Great, that's it. Hey guys, we're just going cat stance now, going through the 5 stances. Holding each one. Try your best to sit as low as possible. I'd rather you go as low as you can for only 3 seconds rather than staying here, hanging out here, and getting to 50 seconds. All right, go as low as you can. Arms out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Cat stance, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Try to see 7, 8, 9, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 91, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 100. And breathe. Okay? So Shaolin, we view the body like a tree. We call it the body tree. So you need to make sure that your tree is not going to fall over. You got to build the foundation first. Right now, on your first beginning journey in Shaolin, you're like a seed. You are a seed right now. You have to put down your roots. The further your roots go down, the taller you can grow. And then you can start to eat the fruit that you reap, right? So it's all about being humble, being patient in the beginning, empty your mind, right? And focus on these basics. Because if you have your stances down, it's a lot easier to learn the first one, which is try. Now we're going to move into some of the other exercises. Starting with pumps. Do these pumps. Bring your arms up to the left and front. Hands on your space. Let's try to do back and forth. Consider your forearms. 1, 2, 3. Backwards. 2. Next, this is called shaolin hopscotch. So you're gonna kick behind you and push, and then jump into horse stance or mabu position. So do it on once on the left, once on the right, like you're playing hopscotch. So watch me. 1, 2, 3. Okay, do it with me. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. And again. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Take a deep breath. Next, it's called shaolin jumping jacks. Okay, so it's like regular jumping jack, but when you come down, imagine that being a blow to the head, or whatever your imagination would like to attack, but up and down. And the footwork here is also important too. So here, it's kind of like shuffling steps. 1, 2, 3, again. 1, 2, 3. If you don't have space, just do it. That's fine. 1, 2, 3. Next, this is called and the weapons, right? You can never just start with weapon day one. I don't agree with that type of teaching. So you should be learning how to coordinate your body first, because your weapon is an extension of your body. But anyway, I digress. So this position, it's like you're pushing against a wall on each side. So a lot of people, they get very lazy with their arms when they do these drills. Keep the tension, flexion in your wrists, right? And we're gonna go up here. Stop at the bottom of your foot. And out. So go push, and you can do this in one spot, but if you have to try and go back and forth. In the beginning, the application of every single movement is not as same foot that you just used to kick. So 1. Here, let it drop, and then step on the same leg. 2, 3, 4. Okay? This is about flexibility, it's about coordination. It's less about kicking, but remember also to keep your wrists flexed. And I want to see this happening. I mean, I can't see you at all, but the idea, don't let this happen. So we're going to do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep eyes looking forward. Now, next one. So there's 5 different ones. Next is diagonal. Diagonal. 2, 3, 5. Kicks with your, make sure so your ankles, all of these. Don't point your toe out. Your wrist in this position. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Five and 6 is external rotation. And 7 and 8 is internal rotation. Okay? All of these, days the next will be better. So 1, 2, diagonal, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? some water, now would probably be a good time. What, you drank water before me? Rude. Just kidding. Okay. When I was training in the Shaolin Temple with my Shifu, Xian Fen, we were not allowed to have water until the very end of training. Sometimes we'd have 2 or 3 hour training sessions because it's like, he said it's for the endurance. You need to learn to not rely so much on water until the end of the training when you've really earned it. But I am going to drink water. I'm going to drink water today, and you can't. Next. So, first movement of Bufan, or the 5 animal steps, is called the horse stance. So, first, just watch my movement. This is the whole movement. So starting here, just watch first. Now this one. Okay. Don't worry now about what it means. What does it mean? The application. What does it mean? It's a traditional movement, and there's the application of it. Okay? Now, don't answer too many questions. First, you're just going to practice sweeping. Your fists here. And with your leg, you're going to sweep. Just practice this. Student on the first day writes with the entire time. Just doing this. I cannot see you, so I don't know how to write your foot. See what you're on. Okay? So we're all just gonna be together in the same boat. This here, with your chest. Just practice the sweeps with your back. Okay, let's do the other way. 1, 2, 3. Same exact thing. Try your best. Don't go 90 degrees. Okay. Right, Elizabeth? Sweep. Sweep. Well, you don't have to say that. Just count. If it helps you, say that. 2, 3. Right? And try to get used to your eyes following your action. So you want to look at your foot. Look at your foot as you bring it in. And then move forward. So now we're going to try to build the arms into it. So when you land in your horse stance, locking here. And out. So just do this with me. And then we'll build the blocks together. This is a shield. 1, 2, 3. need to, you can try to put your forearms on the ground if you can, and just stay in your stretch. Stay in your stretch and try to relax those inner groin muscles. So today we learned that it's 95% body conditioning. Your body needs to be light, needs to be strong and mobile, other things in order to reach the basic levels of training, and then in order to reach the higher levels of training. So then we did some of those exercises, conditioning, basic fitness, as well as some coordination and shapes that will later build into movements. We learned the highlights 1 through 8. Or fast learner who I've learned to learn 9 and 10 as well. And then we learned the first movement of the 18 movements. So number 1 is called Abu, horse stance. And of course the posture of horse stance is the same as the name. Don't worry too much about the names of every exercise right now. Already said too much. After your meal split, let's do split on both sides. So if you cannot do full split, try to stay here. Slide your release once. It's never too old to start. So we're getting towards the end now. We've been training for about 45 minutes. This is now the end. So I'm going to switch to Q&A. If you have questions, please place them in the chat. After we stretch our splits, do a little reflection, right? Just take 1 minute, small meditation here. However you like to sit, that's comfortable. Calm down your breathing, calm down your heart rate. And I'll give you just a minute of silence here so we can reflect and stay with our own energy. Feel what's happening in your body. Listen to your body. Okay, finding your way back. If you need to some water now. Can do that. I have TikTok. Hey, wow, 100 people there. I'm dueling it right now. I'm dual sorting it right now. So I have TikTok and YouTube. So oh wow, the music was awful, wasn't it? Music was too loud. Okay, thank you for telling me that. Let's get into the questions. Oh no, you couldn't even hear what I said. That's too bad. What stretches would I recommend for tight hips? You could do the butterfly movement, the butterfly stretch we did at the end. Also, pigeon is a great one. 15 people in this one. 100 people on TikTok. Hey everyone, thanks for 8,000 likes. I think it was too loud on my computer for the people watching there. This is my first time streaming on YouTube, so I will have to lav mic plus music and native streaming interface. Yeah, I do have a lav mic, but since I'm filming on computer and my phone, I am not doing that. Okay, you're on both. Interesting. I'm doing well. Hi Mal, how are you? Thanks Sam for the feedback. How's my daily training structured? Well, we usually start with stretching. Well, it depends what you mean by training. So let me backpedal a little bit. Training can be everything because it's about the Shaolin lifestyle, not about one part of martial arts. I hope the music wasn't too crazy for you people on YouTube. Also, it's very echoey in here, so this is my I'm learning as I go here. The TikTok had better audio. Okay. Thank you. Please do this often. Did you guys like that? What was your favorite part of that? And if you guys would like to show any appreciation, I'm not doing this for money, but if you'd like to show some appreciation for the training, for my time, you can go to the description or my link in bio. It has a tip jar, so you can send a tip if you feel generous. Thank you. I'm also Natalie. I hope it wasn't too hard to follow. Now I know next time I should turn the music down a bit. Thank you for the gifts, guys. So training can be a lot of things. Starts with prayer in the morning. You light an incense stick, pray. And then qigong, meditation, chanting. I don't do as much of the lifestyle now that I am not living in a temple, but I do try and pray and bow to my altar and light incense and meditate and do qigong every morning, even if it's just 5 minutes. And then I'll also do training like this. But I lift weights as well. I believe in a well-rounded approach. How do I pray? Well, it doesn't have to be about religion. It can be just about your own spirituality, or even if you don't want it to be spiritual, although I think there's an inherent spirituality to it. I think that you can think of it as bowing to honor yourself, praying to honor yourself for showing up another day, honoring your heart, saying thank you to your heart, thank you to this universe for keeping you alive another day, your heart for beating nonstop, never takes a break. So you can pray towards a deity if it feels good, or just pray for the health and protection of yourself and your loved ones. That's what I usually pray for: the health and peace of myself and my loved ones. Hello from Italy. Thank you. Thank you guys. And if you're not following me already, give me a follow. Can you please give more instructions on meditation and spirituality with listening of heartbeats? Yes, when you get good enough in your, I don't know if good is the right word, but experienced enough in your meditation, you might actually be able to hear your own heartbeat. Thank you for the gifts. However, that's not the goal. The goal is not to hear your heartbeat. We all know how to meditate already. We've been meditating our whole lives. We just don't know it. So meditation can be anything where your mind is focused. So it can be watching TV is like a meditation. But in this sense, in this Zen Buddhism sense, we are trying to just notice. It's about listening. It's not about trying to empty your mind so much as finding stillness and just noticing what thoughts come into your brain, noticing how you feel, the sensations, the smells in the room. What do you hear? How does your butt feel on your chair or the rock or the grass, wherever you're sitting? And not forcing anything. It is helpful to think of nature scenes, though. I like to think of water flowing through a river because it's constantly flowing and you're not getting stuck on one thought. You're imagining your mind is like a river, and one moment to the next, it's a new experience. It's just about staying present and centering yourself. You meditate with music playing. Yeah, you could do that. I do guided meditations sometimes as well. Let's see. Is Qigong something you'll be incorporating in your lives? Yes, this one is more about just training externally. But if there's interest in that, I can do that. What is my favorite active meditation? My favorite active meditation is probably gong fu, doing the forms. The forms are also a type of meditation, the forms and routines. Thank you, Sam. You like that too? Which one? You're good at instructing. I'll try some of your stretches when I get home. Cool. Where are you guys joining from, by the way? Water moving sounds are the voice of source. Yes. I like to fall asleep listening to rain also. It's very soothing to me. Yes, Qigong, moving meditation. We have Arizona, New York City, Kansas. We had Italy in here, India. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you guys for your support. Virginia, I'm in Virginia. Nice. When did I start learning Shaolin? I was 21 years old. This is 5 years ago. Well, I just had a birthday, so yeah. Now I'm 27, but I started August 2022. I started in August 2020, and I lived in the temple for 3 years, and I had my head shaved back then. So, thank you. You're from Oklahoma, Germany in here. Wonderful. South Carolina. That's so awesome to see everybody. Yes, I did learn fast. I grew up as a gymnast, so and I did ballet a lot through college. So I had some coordination ability, but it's not the same. I just started this year and thought I was late. How old are you? It's never too late, by the way. It's never too late to start. However, the earlier the better. I heard the hello, hey Jim. Thank you, Khalib. I'm gonna say I'm not sure if that is your name. Thank you guys for the likes. Any question? Any question about the training we did today? Were you guys able to follow on TikTok? I know it's not easy to look at your screen and do these exercises on the little screen. Did I practice chinna? A little chinna. That's the joint locking. First learned about Shaolin from the Wu-Tang Clan. Then meeting Xianming in New York City. Yes. I'm going to China soon for 2 months to do Kung Fu. What practical stuff should I keep in mind? It's like Caleb. Okay, so I said it right. What practical stuff should you keep in mind? Well, just keep in mind that there is a Buddhist etiquette, and I'm gonna make videos about this too. When I started training, there's like a lot of etiquette and rules around how to enter the temple, how to exit. The altar has a lot of rules, and it can feel sometimes like overwhelming or like you're being offensive if you don't know all the rules, but just try to have an air of respect. I don't know what kind of school you're going to, if it's just a Kung Fu academy or if it's like a temple, but there is a spiritual side of it, and just try your best to be respectful and stay humble. Xie for all that you share. Thank you, Jaslyn. Whoa. Okay, we are gonna come towards the end here. I'm gonna end the live soon. Just seeing if anybody has any questions left. I do know the applications of the Taolu, but it's not as important in the beginning. Is this basic or advanced movements? The kick look advanced. No, this is all basic movement. So your training, hold on. Not being disciplined is kind of offensive if you ask me. I can understand it. I look like a Star Wars guy. Thanks. Got you. I'm going to learn your style. Where are you? What time is it? What? Yeah, I am a martial artist. So we just did a whole live training session. And we got to 10,000 likes. So thank you everybody on TikTok. And by the way, guys, I didn't ask, this is free, but if you feel like you want to give me a tip or thank me for the training in some way, I do have a tip jar in the description of the YouTube live. And I also have that link in my bio if you feel so inclined. Because then it goes just to me and not to TikTok. If you send a gift on TikTok, they take half of it. So you can send it directly to me. And yes, you would usually have tea after training too. When do I usually go live? I've been doing 6 p.m. on Tuesday and Thursday. That's 6 p.m. Eastern time. And I've been doing a Saturday morning noon thing. And then I'm just now adding this. But my other lives are more like talking and answering questions or showing maybe some Qigong. So now This one was just about external training. The tip button is the link in my in the video description of the live. On YouTube, the link for the tip jar should be in the video description. And on TikTok, it'll be in my link in bio. Okay? Thank you for the support. Thank you guys. Amitabha. So we always end the class with Amitabha as well. We'll start and end the class with Amitabha. Is there any other question? If not, I'm gonna bow out and end the live. Yeah, my eye looks pretty good. Thank you for asking. If you look very hard, you can see that there's still slight discoloration, and it hasn't healed all the way yet. Okay, you said training, you have interest in Kung Fu. Cool. What is the first beginning exercise for 35-year-old females? It's basically what I showed you today, but this is a more external part of the training. So it's more about sweating and moving your body, strength exercises and things like that. But you can also do Qigong with me as well. So let me know if you enjoyed this. I can do one just like this every week. And also I can do the Qigong one. I'm thinking of doing that more regularly, like maybe like 3 times a week I'd do a live session of Qigong. You can do it outside too if you're able to bring your technology outside. If you don't have enough room. Will I keep the videos on YouTube? Yeah, so all this is going to be posted on my YouTube channel after. It's being recorded and it'll go into my live playlist. Okay, if that's it, I'm gonna bow out. So the same way we bowed in. Palms together. 3 times. Amitabha. 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 Thumbs together. Put the left on top. Rotate. And then now your right should be on top. That comes to your center. And say Amitabha. And we say happy release. Amitabha. And happy fresh air. Amitabha. Okay. See you next time. Bye-bye.
For the first time, I realized that the foreign secretary was actually a think tank head. So that is his hidden personality.
You're talking about Dr. Jaishankar?
Yeah. He's a think tanker. He's a think tanker in disguise. Raisina talk shop नहीं है.
अच्छा,
हाँ.
okay. पहले वो.
हाँ, पहले मैं ये इसको reject करता हूँ इस notion को. Raisina is a place where we are celebrating diversity, difference, and disagreements.
So that's what I wanted to come to.
We are a location, only global arena in the world where we place premium on disagreements. Because unless you can voice them, you cannot find ways to go past them. In this world today, we are all trying to censor disagreements. We are trying to cancel disagreements. We are trying to mute disagreements. Raisina is disagreement central. They may or may not like it, but they see the government returning. So there are 2 kinds of responses. But generally, the large spectrum of responses say they are coming back. Some of them may not like. We were never part of the cozy club of the Americans. We always had to take the good and the bad when it came to America. We still do that. It is difficult to walk 5 blocks from New York at 11 p.m. at night without getting beaten up because of your color, right? I've been attacked twice in the last 5 years. If Trump comes, be prepared for tariffs, be prepared for a punishment to everyone. So there's going to be collective punishment. Every and anyone who had a phone call with Biden will be punished. finished. People who understand the world appreciate India. People who still view the world through the political lens view India through that political lens.
Namaste, Jai Hind. Welcome to another edition of the ANI podcast with Smita Prakash. Thank you for liking and subscribing and sharing it with people who you think will benefit from listening into these conversations. My guest today is Dr. Sameer Saran, President of the Observer Research Foundation. Sameer is a dynamo in every sense of the word because he brings a sense of energy to the complex world of international relations. I wouldn't be wrong to say that he's the unofficial Indian ambassador to the world. Why? Because he tells the India story and demystifies it in a way that international audiences can understand us better. And every year, Sameer hosts the Raisina Dialogue in New Delhi, a premier conference on geopolitics and economics. It has different themes every year. This year, the theme is Chaturanga: conflict, contest, cooperate, and create. It's from February 21st to 23rd in New Delhi and will see global leaders in politics, business, media, and civil society come together to discuss global issues. The sessions will not be open to all but will be put up on YouTube and the ORF website. I will be hosting podcasts on the sidelines of the Raisina Dialogue, which will come up in the weeks ahead. Joining me in this conversation is my colleague, Ishan Prakash. Sameer, thank you for sparing the time and coming on the podcast. You're just back from the Munich Security Conference. You're hosting over 100 global leaders and on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But it must be great to come on the podcast, right?
It's great to be back here, Smita, because you have really done up your room really well. And clearly it shows the success of the podcast. So well done. More
Thank
power
you.
to you.
Thank you. So I think I have Ishan to thank for the neon lighting and stuff that we have out here. We weren't too sure because, at your Raisina Dialogue where all these things matter a lot, not just the
It matters,
conversation.
It matters, and I'm really glad that there is some podcaster who's actually making us feel comfortable in the room. Otherwise, going to podcast studios is like going for a punishment posting or something.
Why do you say that?
बेंच पे बिठा देते हैं, छोटे कमरे में बंद कर देते हैं, पानी पूछते नहीं है. यहाँ पे देखो ड्राई फ्रूट्स एंड कोल्ड ड्रिंक्स एंड कॉफी एंड कर्नाटक कैफे. स्मिता प्रकाश इज हॉस्पिटैलिटी इन फुल फ्लो.
So take the names of those podcasts ना जो इतना uncomfortable करते
नहीं,
हैं.
मैं किसी को प्रमोट नहीं
अरे,
करता.
अच्छा.
Okay, tell us what happened at the Munich Security Conference. There were very interesting conversations that you had, especially with regard to China and India, the India story. Like I began by introducing you when I say that, you are India's unofficial ambassador because the way you tell the India story and the way you defend the India story, it's quite amazing, Sameer. I don't say this to you often off camera, but I'm saying it and admitting it today that I have, you're very erudite. Without being sharp, you're able to say this is what India stands for. So tell me, was the pushback tremendous, or was it lesser as compared to the earlier Munich security conferences that you've attended?
To me, Munich this time was about understated but undeniable European and Western realization that things are not going well. I think this was the first conference. Last year it was all about let's go and win the war, let's go and defeat the Russians, let's go and reclaim Europe, and let's defend our way of life and the liberal order as we built it. Last year it was all about a degree of machismo. It was about being a little alpha in the defense of what you stand for. This time I think there was an understated, undeniable pessimism that things are not going well. Europe was not really concerned about anyone else. Europe was staring at two big realities. A Russian resurgence over the last 9 to 10 months. Their defense industry is kicking in. They have rejigged their battle plans. Their strategic adaptation, as someone rightly described it, is beginning to define the course of war. The tactical gains that the Ukrainians and their supporters could make in the initial year or so of the battle, that period is over. So you are seeing a Europe that is now staring at the first reality of a Russian resurgence. And what does that mean to countries neighboring this big colossal power that is beginning to flex its muscles in its full dimension? So Russia is back and Europe knows it. That's first reality. The second reality, which is not certain, but certainly equally dangerous for the Europeans is Trump is back. So, in some sense, between the possibility of Trump returning and Russia now beginning to exert its muscles is terrifying. And Europe was the Munich Security Conference was a mass in some sense, sphere for folks who are scratching their heads and finding means and ways of responding to the dark spaces they stare at. So Europe was generally a very pessimistic, was in a pessimistic mood if you were to look at the MSC as a gauge of Europe. China was hardly mentioned. I think the good news was it wasn't celebrated, because sometimes Europeans do that quite well. You know, they have this, they have a China obsession and a China need. They need the China fix in their economy. So sometimes you see that. This time, they were also murmurs of what they now clearly know is a tacit Chinese support to the Russian resurgence, from the supplies that Russia needs to certain hardware and components that Russia requires for its military activities. They know China has been doing that. So there is a sense that China is not on their side, but they are again in that peculiar situation that they pretend to ignore it, because their own economic engines still continue to rely on the China story. India was the sweet space, was a good space, was that space where it's non-controversial, it's positive, put your money, get good returns, fastest growing and largest the emerging economy in the world.